Be prepared for this video because it's going to get negative. It's going to be a little rough considering the last few games here. What's up everyone? Welcome to Hockey Island. I know it's been a hard and rough and really depressing last few games for the Islanders, and this has been tough for me to even want to sit behind this camera considering what has been happening the last few games. So I did a video on the Rangers loss. I get that. I wasn't too upset with that loss just considering it was a Rangers game. We played pretty well. Now going forward to St. Louis on Thursday. Yeah, I'm backtracking a bit, so stay with me here. St. Louis game, you really had a tight game the whole way through, and then you lose it in overtime, and what a horrible way to lose it in overtime. We honestly just lost ourselves again in overtime. We're just not getting it done in overtime, period. And then I go to the game with a lot of Boston Bruins fans there on Saturday at the Coliseum, and it's even worse of a story. It was really depressing considering they had the retiring of the jersey for Butch Goring, and they made it so inspiring, and Butch Goring did such a great job trying to inspire the Islanders team on the bench, watching him, talk about his past stories and these great Islanders sitting next to him. And you would think that would give them some firepower or some kind of, jump start to kind of give them this oomph to win that game. And they came out looking so sluggish and like they were in slow motion the entire game. That first period was horrible to watch, and I was excited for that game. I thought we were going to put up a good fight against the Bruins, and I was sorely mistaken. It was really baffling to me, considering that Clutterbuck was back. I know it was his first game back. It's going to take him a week or two to get back to hockey speed, but it still was frustrating to see. So you lose 4-0 to the Boston Bruins at the Coliseum, and you're all excited about coming back to the Coliseum, that they're going to have the playoffs there, if we even get to the playoffs, and then the next regular season games there. And it's exciting, but there was no excitement from the Islanders bench. There was no excitement from that team on Saturday. And it's quite disconcerting when you hope that this team is now a team of power and you have guns on the team and it's not working out. So now we'll talk about the ugly loss last night at Barclays Center against the Habs. 6-2, what can you say? This was right out of the gates, the same game from the Boston Bruins game. The same exact gameplay, slow motion, no passion. The puck kept going all over the place. Losing the puck in the defensive zone in general. Losing the puck in the neutral zone. Just not being able to control the puck at all. And I know the giveaway numbers do not paint the picture. I think we had the same amount of giveaways as the Habs last night, 14. But my point is that if this team expects to get to the playoffs and actually have a decent run in the playoffs, this is not going to do it. This is not going to do it at all. I'm on here and try to be as optimistic as I can, but those last few games we're watching nightmares. Absolute nightmares. There was nothing. There was no firepower, no passion, no real aggression and fight to want to win these games. And you're going to need fight to win these games. There's no question about it. You're not going to be able to play the rest of the season like this. It's going to be a bust if they keep this up. And now with Johnny Boychuk's injury for the next few weeks, he got horribly cut by a skate last night on his face. That is scary, and I'm glad he's okay, but it's still a scary situation. Just adds to the problems that we already have on the defensive part of the ice. I wish I could give you guys some encouraging words to move forward with to the next game. And normally I'd be thankful that we're going against Ottawa tomorrow, but my concern is that, again, the same discussion. It's Ottawa. They're not very good, but are we able to show up and beat these guys? And then you have Saturday, you have the Hurricanes. Like, what do we expect here? What are we expecting from this team going forward? I don't expect much. Frankly, I don't expect much. I've been very, very positive throughout the entire season, trying to give this team the benefit of the doubt. I'm concerned that we're not going to make the playoffs this year, that the playoffs might just actually pass us by considering how we've been playing. I mean, how do you go forward? You're now 0-4 in the last 4 games, and it's not like a comfortable 0-4. They were all nightmare games, besides the Ranger game. That was the only game I felt we actually were trying to win. Same with the Blues game. I think we did okay. But it's troubling when you go from such a great start to those games and then go against the Bruins and blow it, go against the Habs and blow it, and that's what they did. They absolutely blew it. Nobody showed up. That's another thing I've been discussing this whole season. The Islanders either show up and play the 60 minutes and win the game, or they show up for 20. Or none, like the last 2 games, or 0 minutes. You're not going to win games playing like you did the last 2 games, people. Just not going to happen. It's discouraging, it's scary, it's something that we never want to see as Islander fans, and you're supposed to be excited about the end of this season considering all the good news we've gotten as fans. Where is the reciprocation from the team? Where's the reciprocation? I mean, I'm showing up, I'm doing my part, I'm rooting out for this team as hard as I can, as is everyone else. But this team doesn't want to show up. Anders Lee interview. So Anders Lee had an post-game interview after the Bruins game. He looked miserable. Absolutely miserable. As he should. I know he was pissed. I saw it in his face. Did his typical mean mug, Anders face. We just didn't get it done this game. You can't do it that way. That's not how you play games. You can't start the way you did and expect to come out at the end with a win. Anders Lee face. And I'm getting sick of that face. I want him to absolutely just start getting this team hyped as the best he can. And it might not even be in the locker room. It might just be on the ice. Who knows? It might be a chemistry thing with Peugeot. It might be something to do with Green on the lineup. Who knows? All hearsay at this point. Oh, it's Trotz. Oh, it's Lula. Like, Twitter is the funniest thing to read during these games because everybody has an opinion and it's all wrong. It's all wrong. Maybe like 0.5% of you have some idea of what might be going on. It's all people just absolutely speculating. But lately it's been straight up garbage, guys. Straight up negative garbage. And it's people calling out specific players like they're the bottom line problem. And it's not a specific player problem. It's not. This is a team problem. We don't lose 6-2 because of one player. Unless it's your goalie blowing it, but not based on those save percentage averages. So that's not the case. So guys, let me know what you think. This was kind of a summary of the last 4 games in general. I haven't been doing videos as much, and I want to get back to it, but I want to know what you guys think about this, because it's very frustrating for me, being a fan, for all the fans in general, and this is something that is now coming to a head where we're having trouble getting any goals in the net. Our defensive struggles are real. They're scary real. And it used to be the exact opposite at the beginning of the season, so what went wrong? What has gone wrong here? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully you guys have an answer. Hopefully you guys have an opinion about this. I can't even watch it sometimes. It's unwatchable. Thank you guys for watching. This has been a tough episode, but thanks again, and I hope we win the next game against Ottawa. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment in the section below. And always remember, guys, this is our island.